What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise. Josephine Langford is an extremely talented Australian actress who is most well known for her portrayal of Tessa in the After series of films. She has starred in several other films and television shows as well, and began acting when she was just 15 years old in 2013. She rose to fame in 2017 after she appeared in the film Pulse and performed in Wish Upon and Wolf Creek, a popular Australian television series. Since then, she has revealed that she will be starring in a new Netflix original movie, Moxie, as well as reprising her role as Tessa in the upcoming film After We Collided, the sequel to After, due to be released later this year. But there are several facts about Josephine Langford that you may have never known. Here they are. Number 10. Catherine Langford is her sister. Catherine Langford is Joe's sister and has a rather impressive career of her own. Just a year older than Joe, Catherine is most well known for her role in the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. She played Hannah Baker in the series, which proved to be a massively controversial show for the network. She's a Golden Globe nominated actress and has appeared in several roles aside from 13 Reasons Why, including appearances in the 2018 film Love, Simon and the more recent movie Knives Out, which was released in 2019. Although she is a year older than Joe, she didn't start acting until 2015, when she was around 17 or 18 years old. Since then, she has gained several roles in minor and major film and TV series, and plans to act in the upcoming television series Cursed. Catherine and Joe have never appeared on screen together, and have never even taken a photo with one another throughout their entire career. For the most part, it seems as though they are living completely separate lives and do not even associate with one another. This fueled many of the rumors that surrounded a possible feud between the two or a potential fracture in the family. Many of these rumors have since been laid to rest, and Joe insists that the two are on good terms. They're just very private about their personal lives. Number 9. Josephine has been acting longer than her sister. Joe's first major release wouldn't take place until July 2017, when she appeared in Wish Upon. This film was a supernatural horror in which Joe co-starred with Joey King. The plot of this film follows a teenage girl who is given a magical box that can grant its user any wish they desire, regardless of how dark or grim it may be. The catch is that every time the box is used, someone close to the user will die. This makes for an incredibly captivating film, so you are constantly on the edge of your seat wondering who may use the box next and who may die because of it. The film was directed by John Leonetti, who also directed the chart-topping film Annabelle a few years ago. However, Wish Upon was certainly a step in the wrong direction for John, as it was quite poorly received by viewers and critics. Joe played the role of Darcy Chapman in the film, with this being her first major role in a film that was released by a well-known Hollywood production company. Joe has actually been acting in many small-budget films since 2013, 2 years before her sister became involved in acting. Weird. Number 8. Josephine Langford is Australian. Joe portrays Tessa in the After series. Though she boasts a basic American accent in the film, it may surprise you to learn that she is Australian. She and Hero met just a few days before filming started, after she had been spending a large amount of time concealing her native Australian accent. She does an incredible job at this too, as many viewers would have never guessed that she wasn't from mainland America. She was born in Perth, Australia on August 18, 1997. She grew up in Australia and has a very heavy Australian accent when you hear her in interviews. However, when she has appeared in films and movies, she does her best to hide the accent and seems as though she's your average American citizen. While touring for the release of After, Joe was asked by a fan who was wondering if her sister's journey into acting inspired her to become an actor as well. Joe responded, saying that she had started acting long before Kat, insinuating that if anyone would have been inspired to act after watching their siblings succeed, it would have been Kat. She took part in an interview a short while later, and a fan asked if Kat had given Joe any advice when she began rising to fame. Joe stated that her sister never had time to give her advice, and Joe never even had time to listen, if she had. She said, "I think if my first big role had been a Netflix show with a lot of hype, then we would have had more to share, but I didn't have time to hear advice, nor did she have time to give it." This statement seems slightly bitter toward her sister, but Joe insists that there is no bad blood between them. It just seems rather odd to not make time for your siblings, even if you do have a successful acting career. When speaking with Refinery29, she said, "We both got into acting on our own, completely separately, with nothing to do with the other one. We both grew up in this family with parents that weren't particularly creative, and were both interested in creative things." Number 6. She doesn't like social media. Josephine has proven herself to be incredibly private, which is why much of her personal life is unknown. She's almost non-existent from social media, and this was intentional. She mentioned in a recent interview that her personality type does not mix well with social media. She said, "My brain has so many qualities that do not work with social media. I'm an overthinker, I'm overly private, and those two personality traits do not work when it comes to Instagram." Because of this, no one knows if she is dating anyone or really anything about her life off the big screen. She doesn't answer many questions about her private endeavors, so it is unlikely we will hear anything about her private life any day soon. However, she does have an Instagram, which she posts to occasionally. Number 5. She is actually quite small. According to several internet sources, Josephine is said to be 5 foot 4 inches tall. For a major Hollywood actress, this is far smaller than we would have ever expected. The camera operators in her many films have done a great job to hide her small stature, especially in the After series, as many of the scenes that display her and Hiro side by side make it seem as though she is only a tiny bit shorter than him. We all know that Tom Cruise is considered to be one of the shortest actors in Hollywood, but Josephine is 3 inches shorter than him. We've all seen photos of Hiro wandering around in public or on the red carpet, and he appears to be a giant. We can't even begin to understand how the two of them look so great together on screen when he is nearly a foot taller than her. Number 4. She met Hiro just a week before filming After. According to Hiro, the two met just a week before they were scheduled to begin filming. They had each been given scripts months in advance, but were never formally introduced until locations and dates had been determined for production. The British actor recalls that they met in July 2018 and promptly went out to a fancy dinner with all of the producers and staff who planned to be working on the film. Hiro was quoted in an interview stating, "We had dinner with the director and producers. It was nice to kind of get to know each other before we were meeting everyone, and it's always been great. We get along so well, and that's a blessing. I just got so lucky with that stuff." He continued to say, "I feel that the best thing about having one another there is that when it's your first lead role in a film, it's quite a big deal. So it was nice for both of us to be in the same position." Number 3. She was a big fan of the After books. Jo has spoken out about the After series on several occasions. She is a fan of the book series and has made sure that the movies follow the books as closely as possible. She has made it painfully clear that she wants to ensure that the fans get the movies they are expecting and that the creative freedoms of the production crew are not taken too far. On several occasions throughout the film, she insisted that they stop filming to address several issues with the plot. We have covered these moments in our previous videos, but she spoke out against some of the adjustments that were made to the progression of the story and felt as though fans would be unsatisfied with the result, even if these changes did make the film an overall better movie. She refused to budge on these issues and forced the crew to rewrite the scenes before she would consent to perform them. Anna Todd has commented on this on several occasions for Jo's passion for the series, saying that Jo acted as the After police while on set, ensuring that every scene of the film was as accurate to the book as possible. Number 2. She is going to be in a new Netflix original movie. Jo is set to play the role of Emma Johnson in the brand new Netflix movie Moxie, which is anticipated to be released later this year. However, the virus outbreak will likely hinder the release of this film. The film will be a Netflix original and is another movie adaptation of a novel written by Jennifer Matthew. The film will be Josephine's first Netflix appearance, though her sister is a Netflix veteran, considering that she has appeared in several seasons of 13 Reasons Why. We can't wait to see what Josephine brings to her role as Emma, and it's great to see her career finally begin to take off after she spent so many years struggling to gain traction in the industry. Number 1. Her parents are both doctors. Jo and Catherine's parents have remained behind the scenes throughout the careers of both of their daughters, and there is a good reason for that. They are both considered to be traveling doctors, and they venture to various parts of the world to rescue people in rural areas who have been badly injured. These injuries can range from snake bites to broken limbs, but they are almost always roaming around looking for lives to save. It's so strange to see two young actors rise from a household that was run by doctors. Most major Hollywood actors get started in the business after members of their family introduce them to the art of acting, or they are grandfathered into the scene by their parents. But Jo seems to have wanted to pursue acting on her own and didn't need the guidance or direction from anyone in her family to do so. It's great to see such a talented young actress following her dream and crafting her own path in life, rather than following the paths already set in stone by previous generations. We can't wait to see what Jo's career will bring in the future. Thanks for watching Movie Rays. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and see you next time.